Hey guys, how's it going? Tracy here. So I need to get ready for the day. I thought it would be fun to film a video of the makeup that I wear to work. It's pretty simple. It'll be hopefully pretty quick, but usually when I'm not filming, I can do my face in like 10-15 minutes. So I am going to show you everything that I use in my daily routine when I'm going to work. So let's get started. So the first thing I do is I have my skincare on. I always have a hyaluronic acid serum, I'm a moisturizer, and always SPF. I ran out of my vitamin C, so I would usually have a vitamin C, but usually that's my base. I have been getting really oily lately, right around my nose and my chin, especially like right down here where my lip is. So I've been using this Cover FX mattifying primer, and it is an acne treatment as well. You can read that. So we're gonna give this a whirl. Hopefully, I've used it a couple times. So we're just gonna put that where I really get the oiliest, and that's really just like my T-zone area and my chin. So probably put too much on. But how is everybody doing? I've been really good. I've been really loving my job. It's definitely where I'm supposed to be. I feel comfortable going. I never feel nervous. I mean, I feel a little nervous, you know, meeting new clients and stuff, but other than that, I love what I do. And if you guys don't know, I used to be a hairstylist for 7 years, and I switched over to the skincare side. My goodness. And yeah, so now I'm an advanced practice esthetician. So I do facials, I can do lasers, a whole bunch of stuff. I can do chemical peels, the whole gamut. And I am in Minnesota. I know that there is different licensing that you have to have in different states, but in Minnesota, if you have your AP license, you pretty much can do anything on a machine. You just can't do anything with like injectables, because you'd have to get your LPN license, and that's like a practical nurse, I think. Yeah. But these Huggy wipes are amazing. I use them all the time. I literally buy a three pack of these, and I get the natural care because there's no alcohol in them, and also I feel like they're a little bit more gentle on my skin. I just always have these on hand to wipe my hands down if I need it, even like to like wipe off like my makeup station. I always have them on hand. So let's just make sure that's all pressed in. Nice. And I am getting a couple breakouts on this side. I sleep on this side, so that's probably why. I have this little guy here, kind of annoying, but yeah. But have you guys done anything for Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving here is in like 3 days, so it's coming up super quick. I don't have to work, which is really nice. I will be going down to my parents and hanging out with my brother and my sister, and then my 2 nieces and my nephew. Okay, so primers on. The next thing I do is, this is like my holy grail ride or die. This is Tarte Daily Duty Beauty. This is their Shape Tape. This stuff is amazing, you guys. I've used this since it probably came out. I'm in the shade Light Neutral. This is 22N. This stuff's awesome. I feel like on days where I don't really want to have a full foundation, I can wear this as like a little bit of a foundation. It works really well for me. So we're just gonna put that. I used to put my concealer right up under my eyes, but I've been noticing that I get a lot of creasing. And yes, I put a lot of concealer on, you guys. I do have a tendency to get really red. So I just like to make sure that I cancel out all of my redness that I have. And then I've been really loving the Real Techniques beauty sponges. I've always used the Beauty Blender, and they do get kind of expensive. I got a 4-pack of these for like 20 bucks. So like you get 4 instead of 1 with the Beauty Blender. And I really like them, and they're bigger, and I love how it has this flat surface. That's usually what I use to blend out my concealer. And I pretty much conceal my whole face, guys. It's just what I do. What else has been going on? Oh, if you guys saw that video of me doing some holiday decor shopping at Five Below and the dollar store, that will be coming very soon. I'm hoping that that video will of the haul of all the items I ended up getting will be the next video after this one. So that is my goal. All right. So here with the creases of my nose, I try to get them as much as possible, but it's a little difficult. But I will take care of that when I do my foundation. So all of the Shape Tape is blended in. Love this stuff, you guys. Now I've been going in with a new foundation, and it's a new foundation to me. It's probably been out for forever. This is the It's Cosmetic, the CC Oil-Free Mattifying Foundation. And it also has 40% SPF, which I really love. So then I'm kind of double duty on my SPF, which is awesome. And the active SPFs in here are the zinc oxide and the titanium dioxide. If you guys are looking for a SPF, it's gonna help protect you from UVA, UVB, and UVC. So UVA is your aging rays. So if you want to be anti-aging, make sure that it has zinc oxide, and the B is the burning rays. So like when you get a sunburn. And then the C, I can't fully remember what it is, but right here are, I love that it also has the percentages. But if you're really into skincare and you really want to have a good product that you know it's gonna actually really protect your skin, I would highly recommend. I have a Scott Barnes little glass mixing plate, and I literally just do like 2 pumps, and this is, you guys, this is definitely enough. This is more of a moussier formula. A little goes a long way. So then I just take my Real Techniques sponge and push it around, and then I just go to town. And the nice thing too is this is like pretty full coverage, and I'm somebody that I love full coverage, you guys. If I'm gonna wear makeup, I want it to be full coverage. And this says that it is an oil-free foundation, and it probably is. I do see, if I don't set this foundation, I do tend to get oily. But I set pretty much all of my foundation with powder. I don't think I've ever not set my foundation with powder, and that's just because I've always been a little bit more on the oily side. Since I've been doing more beauty treatments, I have noticed that I'm more combination, which is great because then don't have to worry about my oiliness as much, which is awesome. And I always make sure I get down the neck. Do not want that line at all. Oh, and then also too, this is in light. With their foundation shades, they really only have light, medium, and dark, and then maybe like a deep. But light works for me. For reference, if you ever tried the Morphe Fluid foundation, I'm 1.5 right now in this, and I feel like it fits me fine. This shade fits really well. And then right through here, little creases of my nose. I'm just gonna go in right here with a little bit more. Perfect. And like I said, I try not to do too much product under my eyes just because I do get a little cakey. All right. I think that looks good. So now what do I do? Because of the little creases in my nose, sometimes this can't really get in to the areas that I want. I'll take a little, a flat like concealer brush. This one's just from Beige Cosmetics. It's super old. And then the foundation that I have left over, I'll just put a little bit and then I'll kind of open it up a bit and then make sure I get in those harder areas. And then I'll go back in and then I'll try to blend it a little bit. One area that I could really wish I could fix would be the sides of my nose. I've done chemical peels, I've done IPL, so a laser, I've done microdermabrasion for years. It has definitely gotten better, but I don't know if it's just how my nose is built. I just have really deep pores on the sides of my nose. And if anyone tells you that you can diminish your pores and make them visibly smaller, unfortunately, you guys, that's not true. You can minimize them. You can minimize the appearance of them, but the pores that you're born with are the pores that you have. There are products out there that will help minimize, but they're not physically going to make them smaller. Just a little heads up on that. All right, so we're done with foundation. So now we're going on to powder. So this is when I can get a little crazy. I do use a ton of powder. I'll probably get powder all over my sweatshirt. But right now I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills, their loose setting powder, and this one's in vanilla, and I have been really liking it. So what I do, two, sometimes depending on how fast I need to get out, I'll use my damp beauty blender to bounce it on, or I'll just use a brush. Today I have time, so I think I'm gonna pat it in with my beauty blender, and I just put some in the cap. And then we're just gonna bounce this all over my face. And I do put a lot of powder on, you guys. I guess you could say I'm baking my face, but the makeup that I do when I go out, that I consider is more baking versus this. But it's probably the same thing. Just in a like a different area. Because when I do my foundation and my full face going out, I bake in certain areas. I don't just put stuff wherever. I don't just like dab on powder like this. I am very specific of where I put it. And this too, I feel like really helps set my makeup in and makes it so I don't get so oily during the day. And I think another reason why I might be getting so oily is because I use a steamer almost on every single client that I have. And I think having that residual like steam kind of come back at my face, even though it's just a really little, I feel like that definitely contributes to some of my oiliness too. So it might not even be oiliness, it might just be condensation. So yeah. All right, so my face looks a little crazy. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit more of the powder, tap it off, and then I just brush it away. Like that. And I go down my neck. I don't usually pack it on my neck. I just kind of just do a little bit. There you are. So, and then I usually just put the rest in the cap and then save it for later. And then I do get a little dirty, so I just use my little Huggies wipe, and like you see, you guys, powder everywhere. But it's real life, so. And then if my under eyes, I feel like they are still a little bit more powdery, I just take my damp sponge and kind of just push in my skin. Like that. Okay, so now we have a blank canvas to work with, and right now I've been really loving my Too Faced. This is a dual, so you have your bronzer and then you have your blush. I only really use the bronzing, and this one is the Chocolate Soleil. And then I just have this Morphe Y3 brush, and I just literally like dig in there. Like I think I'm almost hitting pan, which is like that. And then I bronze up my face because I want to have some life to it. And I kind of do the like the E or the 3, and I do bronze up a lot because I want to make sure that you can see it. But see how it just makes so much of a difference from like this side to this side? It does. It makes a big difference. And I really like it. And then I try to make sure I get in like right here in the edge. Just kind of browns my face up. I'm definitely gonna get a full size in this for sure when this is gone, because I really like it that much. And some people say I do my makeup a little aggressive. I don't know. Some people are like, they just feather it on. I'm not like that. I'm like, I want to get it on. So. Come at me at the comments if I'm rubbing my face too hard, but that's how I do. And I do have a bigger forehead, so I like to kind of minimize that in my chin a little bit. And then I do a little bit of my bottom lip and then a little bit. And I just squeeze the brush. I don't really use another one. And because I have more of a pointy nose, I like to go underneath. And I think that looks great. And then if I feel like I went a little crazy, the residual powder that's on here, I can always just, you know, fluff it up a bit. All right, and then the blush, I love blush. If you know me and I have my makeup on, my blushes, I go a little crazy on my blush. I don't know. But these have been out for forever. This is the Milani Baked Blush, and I've been using this one recently, and I really, really enjoy it. This is Corlina, and it's really pretty. It has a little bit of sparkle in it, but I love that it has like this really pretty kind of coral, almost, it's coming up more hot pink on camera, but it's definitely more of like a muted coral. And I love dual fiber brushes when I do my blush. I don't usually ever use a blush brush. I don't know why. I just feel like this works better. This one's from Sigma. I think it's the F50. It's like pretty much rubbed off because like I use these all the time. So I just go in. And this does have a little shimmer, like I said, so it gives me a little bit of a highlight. I don't usually highlight my face if I'm going to work. I just don't really feel like it's necessary. So having a blush with a little shimmer in it, kind of, it's like a 2-in-1. And then what I do is I just go like this. Boom, blush. And it might be a little intense, but it's what I do. I like it. Oh, and you guys too, I redid my whole room. It is finally finished. So my backgrounds are definitely going to be a little different, and I hope that you guys like that. I feel like my room really needed a revamp. I felt like it was so dark and dingy. I just needed something super light and open. I got rid of my bed. I ended up getting a day bed. This one it slides out, so I can have 2 people sleep, which is really good. So if I have like my nieces over, my nephew, they still have a place to stay. I just wanted to make this more of a kind of hangout room versus like a bedroom. Okay, you guys, so back to my blush. So this looks a little harsh, like on camera. Like when I look in the mirror, I don't see it being that bright, but obviously with lighting and everything changes. But I'll take a little bit of like the rest of that powder, and then I can just lightly buff it out a bit. And I think that looks really good. I think I'm just gonna go over that a little bit. Yeah, so that pretty much is my face. Then we're gonna do my brows. My brows, I've never spent a lot of time with my brows, you guys. Even when I go out, I don't even spend that much time with my brows. I always brush them out because I know I probably have extra foundation or something on them. And this is just, I think this is like an e.l.f. spoolie. And then the 2 products that I use Right now I'm using this L'Oreal Brow Stylish Sculptor, and this is in the color Blonde. And then I use the Tarte Busy Gal Brows, and this one is in medium brown. So this one is going to fill in my brows. This one's gonna hold my brows. And I don't ever use the wax portion. I just use the colored side. And I don't even get close. I feel like if I get close to a mirror and do my brows, they never, I feel like they always look too harsh. So I always just kind of look in the mirror and then kind of go that way. So I just do light strokes. I try to keep my brows decently natural. I don't like to fuss too much about them. Some people like go all out and like conceal and all that, and I'm like, see, look, so much easier. I'm like, no thanks. I'm definitely somebody that would spend more time on my foundation and like my eyeshadow and stuff. Voila, less than a couple seconds. Then we're gonna use the Tarte Brow, and this is like a little mascara one. It's super tiny. And this is what I'm going to use to just go over my brows. And this also gives it a little bit more color too. Super simple. I like to keep it very, very casual when I do my brows. I don't like to be all up in it. So now what I'm going to do is set my face. I don't do eyeshadow or anything like that when I'm working, because I don't really want a lot of stuff on my eyes, because I don't want them to get irritated like during the day. So my next step, what I would do is spray my face. I have been using the Cover FX mattifying spray, and then I have also been using my Maybelline New York setting mist. I think I'm not going to use this one today. Sometimes this kind of gets a little stingy, but it has a lot of alcohol in it, and obviously the alcohol is what's going to soak up all your oils. But I think I'm just going to use the Maybelline Lasting Fix makeup spray today. So we're just going to do a little bit of that. And this also too, because I put so much powder on, this is gonna help me not look so cakey. And then I always just have a fan on hand, and I just fan it all in. Try not to hit myself in the face. Sometimes I'll hit my nose, and then my nose will smudge, and then I'm like, oh, no. All right, that looks good. So now the last thing that I do is mascara. When I'm going to work, I use brown mascara because I feel like my face looks not super done up. I feel like black sometimes can be a little harsh. So right now I'm using the Benefit They're Real mascara in brown. Pretty sure it's just brown. Beyond brown. And I think this works really nice. And I don't like mascara that makes you like cakey. And then here's the little like cakes up your lashes. And then for this, I do have to use a mirror. Then mascara. And I do a little bit on the bottom. I don't do a ton on the bottom because I have been noticing being around the steam, sometimes my bottom lashes get smudged. So I try to just do a very light-handed. So that is good. Get closer so you can see my lashes. I don't have a lot of lashes, but I think they're decent. I've never really worried about my lashes that much. I thought about trying Grande Lash. I know Ulta sells it, but with that, you have to keep using it or you lose the results. And I know some people that have used it before in the past, and it does really work. So I'm just gonna get another wipe. And then I'm gonna take all the foundation and everything off my lips. Like that. And then being at work, I usually just wear some type of clear lip balm. I have been wearing this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick. This one is in MCW? MCH? I have no idea, you guys. I don't know if you can read that, but it says something MCH Caramel. It's the macaroon line. These have been out for a long time too. I don't know if you guys can get these anymore, but this one is a really pretty color. I'm not gonna wear this one today, but it's almost my lip color. Maybe just a teeny bit deeper, but I think it looks really, really nice on me. And these are matte. These dry down, and they are a little sticky at first, but they do dry down and they matte, and they don't come off. Like, once they're dry, they're dry. They're really good. But today, I think I'm just gonna use my Dior Lip Glow. This is in pink. I love Dior's packaging. I think it's so cute. But yeah, this just gives me a little tint of color. And also too, it gives me a little bit hydration because my lips are dry. I have been using the Agwavi mask by Bite Beauty. It's one of my absolute favorites, but I've been lazy and I haven't used it in a couple days. But that stuff literally will make sure that your lips are not cracked, not dry. You can sleep in it and it doesn't go anywhere. You can still feel a little bit of it when you wake up in the morning. I really, really like it. But yeah, so then what I do is I just take my hair down, all my hair, put a little bit of dry shampoo in it. Yeah, that is my pretty much every day going to work makeup look. Super simple, you guys. Like I said, I spend a little bit more time doing my foundation than I do anything else. But yeah. So I hope you guys all have a really great Thanksgiving. I hope you're able to spend it with your loved ones. I hope you guys get to eat a lot of good food. I'm super excited for the food. Till next time, I will talk to you guys all later. Bye.